Hello and welcome to the Channel of Hope. Today's topic will cover a tried and true method for achieving your goals. SMART goals. A goal can be anything you want it to be. It can be physical, mental, financial, educational, relationship-based, or anything and everything you want to see happen throughout your life. Perhaps your goal is to run a mile in less than 6 minutes, buy a new vehicle without a loan, pay off student debt, scale up your business, have millions of dollars in investments in the bank, or whatever you deem important to you and your situation. A useful tool to help achieve your goal is to formulate a plan using the SMART goal format. After all, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. A SMART goal is a clever acronym that assists an individual or team with organizing and attaining their goals. It will bring clarity, which in turn helps you navigate through the weeds of life much more easily. This is not to say that achieving the goal itself will be easy simply because you decisively wrote down your goals. But by physically writing a goal using the SMART method, you can clean the clutter and begin the process in a more streamlined manner. The acronym itself is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. First, the goal must be specific. The person wanting to run a mile under 6 minutes has a specific goal in mind. The goal to run sub 6 is easily measurable as well. In this case, time is the measurement gauge. You can step on the track and time yourself in a mile to understand your current fitness level, which will tell you exactly how much improvement is necessary to meet or exceed your goal. The next step is to determine the attainability of your goal. If you currently run a 7-minute 30-second mile and wish to run sub 6, then this is likely achievable, but it will take time. Now, if you were a former runner but are just getting off the couch, then progress might look differently than the person who has trained diligently for years and runs a 7-minute 30-second mile time. Attaining sub 6 is possible, but you have to run sub 7 before you can drop below 6. Sticking with this same example, perhaps you establish some smaller stepping stone goals or milestones that can keep you moving toward your ultimate goal. Alternatively, it might behoove you to realign your specific goal to better suit your current level of fitness. This isn't to say you shouldn't dream big and have lofty goals, but don't set yourself up for early failure. R represents the relevance of the set goal. Why did you establish this particular goal, and how is it relevant in your life? Did you set the sub 6 mile goal simply because it sounds like a nice time to achieve, or is there a deeper purpose? Is it more about getting consistent with exercising to improve overall physical and mental health? Or are you trying to prove something to yourself or others? How will this goal improve or disrupt other aspects of your life? These are a few important questions to ask yourself whilst trying to identify the relevance of your goal. Lastly, establishing an end date will help keep you focused on the task at hand. The 7-minute 30-second miler committed to running sub 6 might need to run a time trial after a month of training to better understand how long this process can take. If the 7-minute 30-second miler runs a 7-minute 15-second mile after 1 month of training, then it might be feasible to set your goal end date 6, 8, or even 12 months from the original time trial. If this is the case, then the person can plan to run a time trial no more than once monthly to track progress. If possible, then the goal setter can sign up for a race at or near the end date of training, which will give a definitive end date to the goal. For this example, it is important to note physical progress will be met with the highs and lows of training. You might not see gains for days, weeks, or even months, depending on the type of training and how close to your full potential you are. In the end, consistency is key. If you run 2 miles per day for 1 year, then you will total 730 miles of running per year. However, if you run 3 miles per day for 3 days each week, then you will cover 468 miles of running per year. The caveat to this idea is that the law of diminishing returns is a very real concept, so don't assume that more is always better. Plus, training for a specific goal, such as running a faster mile, requires many areas of your life to be fine-tuned. So it's best to take a holistic approach to goal setting and ensure that you aren't sabotaging your health and well-being. Working a little bit every day toward your goal will help to accrue the necessary time required to achieve greatness. Put your best foot forward and remind yourself why you set a particular goal. Find the why in what you are doing and move forward with a positive purpose. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope this message helps you with your ability to set and achieve your goals. If you liked this video, then please share, like, and subscribe to the channel. Let's change the world together.